Hey there, it's Preston, producer of the podcast. I have some bad news. Episode 4, what we were originally going to record, talking all about Star Wars, got scrapped because the footage and audio was unusable. So instead, to make up for it, when we do a new episode 4 next week, please enjoy all of the bonus Q&As that were for the live audience that we've done so far. It's going to start off with Uni, then it's going to go to GT, then it's going to go to Notable. So we thank you so much. Please enjoy, and don't forget, we record every Wednesday at 9:30 EST. Figure out what time zone you're in. Okay, thanks, bye.
Blues, so we fire up the stream. Two dads raising hell, chasing whiskey dreams. Soap suds spilling like some midnight truth. Talking live from the tub, don't need no booth. Two dads, one tub where the whiskey flows. Streaming half naked where the wild tales grow. Laugh so hard, spit whiskey on the mic. Night shift rebels broadcasting live.
What's up, guys?
Hey, guys.
We're back. Hey, thank y'all. First off, thank y'all for hanging out with us. It's been something that we've wanted to do, and we hope it's something that y'all enjoy, and we can keep doing it. So we'll open it up now. If y'all have got questions for Unicorns, or you've got questions for us, or you can tell us how bad the podcast was.
Except for you, Howdy. You can't do that.
Yeah, except Howdy, you need to get the hell out of here.
I've got a question to kick off for you guys, if that's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
What was your biggest fear right before Preston was like, and go? And how do you feel about that fear now?
I actually want to know this too.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's just the getting into the groove of it. Like the beginning was a little nerve wracking. Well, mainly because it's new. It's not that, like, we're both streamers, so we're used to talking to people. But the difference is we weren't interacting with anybody, so it was just us. Luckily, we've known each other since we were little kids, so that makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But, we'll get better at those transitions and things like that. That's going to come. This is our first time doing it. But, like, once we got into the chatting with you, it just kind of all went away. It just kind of became organic. It came normal. So
cool.
That was my biggest thing.
Like we said, or Panic said at the end, neither he nor myself are really good at promoting ourselves. So I think that we have to grow in that aspect, and that is kind of where the nerves were for me as well. So it's but those are like acquired skills, right? I mean, we're going to learn that'll be second nature, in a few weeks probably, and we'll be better at it. And I was just thrilled that, we didn't really have any silence, right? I was worried about that too, like transitioning from things to things, and the conversation was just so organic, and the transition from topic to topic was seamless, and there was just never really anything like awkward about it. So, not that there ever is an awkward time with you. I mean, but it's just
or it is, but it's okay.
Well, there's a lot of awkward times, but
it's the right kind of awkwards.
Yeah.
We're all a little awkward, so it works.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
But,
I mean, honestly, I think it just comes with practice. Like, I think I'm learning to get better at like transitioning stuff, like just when I'm streaming, and to be doing that live in like a podcast setting. I'm like, ooh, I
see
feel
that.
the nervousness of that 100%.
Howdy.
I'm not looking at the. Should we look at the?
Howdy responds with unicorn carried you guys.
Yeah.
100%.
That's kind of the goal, right?
It's a team.
We want it to be focused on the guest. So.
Okay.
Absolutely.
We're a team.
I mean, Unicorn brought a lot to the table this episode. However, I think the sign of a good podcast is the hosts know how to navigate and ask the right questions to facilitate conversation. And I'm going to give kudos to both of you for doing that really well tonight.
Well, I mean, it's just talking to somebody like you would in a normal conversation.
Yeah.
The only difference is now we got a bunch of people watching and a bunch of people listening. So,
and I'm taking notes at every minute.
Like, I mean, to be honest, all it is, we're having a conversation with somebody and we're letting somebody else listen to it. So, so let's open it up. Y'all, what do y'all have? Like, what questions does the chat have? What do y'all want to know more about? Unicorn?
Or just talk. Like,
just talk. We're here to hang out.
Time. This is y'all's time. We took 2 hours of your time without giving you anything back in return. This is your time. Let's hang out for a little while.
Yeah, like, do you guys, did anything we were talking about ring true for you, or was it surprising? Or did you feel like...
As I was reading the comments the whole time, every time someone made, like, a poignant point, it was like, yes, agree, and then paragraph from someone about elaborating on a point that one of you guys said. I think this will be a fun one to go back and watch the chat. If you're going to rewatch it from the Twitch VOD, it'll be a fun one.
Yeah, so I'm
just laughing about Howdy.
Look,
I'm here for Howdy's chaos.
First off, time out. So I've got to call Howdy out. I won his mystery gift in his channel. I won it. I got a couple good things, but let me show you this.
Is it an eggplant?
No, I wish.
No. The one thing nobody in America owns. The one thing nobody in America owns is a DVD player.
Facts.
He sent me 2 DVDs.
It's so good.
Closer.
Look, he didn't even send me the first Jason Bourne movie.
Are they porns?
No, I gotta get it.
It's
right.
Bourne supremacy.
And then, not even the basketball players I grew up with, the ones I don't even like. LeBron James.
That's amazing.
and you know what he told me?
I'm getting rid of my DVDs.
I'm just trying to get rid of my DVDs.
Baka, I have to call out what Baka said. You know who has DVD players?
I have an Xbox. I can watch it on my Xbox. But
Crow had a really good highlight from the stream. Crow 4209, shout out to Crow. He recently came into the community through my stream. Unicorn's comparison to streaming is like playing with neighbors back in the day really got me.
Oh,
I mean, it's the truth. It really is. And that's what. So Gas and I say it all the time. What happened with the night shift community has went way, like, it surpassed everything we thought it would be.
Yeah.
We originally thought it was going to be like 50 people hanging out and we just play games together. And we would try to help some people out, do some raids, and just kind of, go around and support people. And we went from those 50 people to 630 members and still growing daily. And what's crazy about that is about 90 to 95% of that 630 people are active in the Discord. They are talking to each other. They're showing up in streams. The high school cliques have formed, which, back in the day, those were the bad things. But now you see it. You've got your groups of people that, you've got your repo players. You've got your Helldivers. You've got your Sea of Thieves players. You've got
Seth
Evs. You've got a little bit of everything. So if you're a person that's wanting to try out new games, there's a group that you can say, hey, I want to jump in and try it out. And they're going to be like, hell yeah, come on. We're all for it. So
I think what's even crazier is, like, the 2 things that you highlighted when you were talking about that. Like, I want to find somebody to play tag with, and my bike's broke. I want to know how to fix it. Those are the 2 channels that are the most active constantly in the Discord, other than just, like, good mornings and family chats, right?
Yeah.
So, like, the collab seeking channel and the IT help desk channel are constantly getting interaction. So
I don't know. The wrestling chat's pretty active.
Did you say wrestling?
Yeah, pro wrestling.
The wrestling.
It really is.
The wrestling
really
chat
is.
And by the way, my little girl's so excited about WrestleMania. It's not even funny.
I'm so excited about WrestleMania.
Oh, and I meant to tell you, Unicorn Juniper said hello.
Oh,
She wanted me to tell you hello. So she's excited to hear you tomorrow, or when the podcast is on the
is she
platforms.
sleeping?
Yeah, they're in bed.
My
twins want to listen to it on the way to school.
Just let them know that
so
once I get my unicorn stickers, they're getting a shit ton of them. Don't say shit ton to them, maybe, but they're getting a lot.
I'll say shit to them.
Do it anyway. But say Unicorn specifically said that.
Yeah. Be like, Unicorn said you're getting a shit ton of stuff. Howdy.
Shit ton.
So to go back to your DVDs, Howdy, I'm actually going to put them into a frame with a topped out note, like a topped out picture that says, "A bitch gave me these DVDs." And it's going to go it's going to go in my stream room behind me, and it will be on the wall.
Frame it.
So good.
I laughed so hard. When I opened that gift, because I was a little nervous about what was in there, to be honest. Especially coming from you.
I kind of love it. You know what? With the whole thing of like you don't own your digital media, I think DVDs are coming back. Howdy, maybe you shouldn't be giving those away. You know, in the apocalypse, there's going to be money.
You know,
they're going to be like vinyl. They're going to be like vinyl records.
Born Supremacy is going to be worth like $10,000 in the apocalypse, and you just gave it to Panic, your mortal enemy. So
well done.
Egg on your face.
The high school play, the NBA high school thing's going to be not worth shit. But
I can't wait to watch. I want to watch.
We'll cover up LeBron on the cover.
Yeah. Well,
is he on the cover?
Yeah, so it's got LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Amari Stoudemire, Sebastian Telfair.
That's a throwback. Wow.
Dang.
Wow.
And then Dwight Howard.
It's a documentary then.
Yeah, it's an ESPN documentary. High school phenoms before they were pros.
Pancakes. Sleep well.
Bye, Pancakes. Love you.
Good night, Pancakes.
Everyone, quick, give Pancakes some applause in the chat for all of the amazing art direction for this. Holy crap. Not only that, but also for setting up some of the stuff in Stream Elements made my life a million times easier.
And our emotes that are approved were all created by the one and only Pancakes. Hi, Emma Levy. Welcome in.
Mm-hmm.
So, Baka.
Good night, Pancakes.
Baka, I legitimately didn't look at chat the entire time that we were live as far as actually recording the podcast.
I did. So I glanced, and they were perfect. Like, they were perfect. Exactly how we wanted them. We're not begging anybody to give us money or anything like that. But if you do want to watch it uninterrupted, kind of have to. That's the way Twitch has it set up.
Yep.
So,
or if you want to see the ad-free version of it, you just wait until Friday.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Until sponsorships.
Is this going to be an audio podcast and a video podcast, so someone could watch it or listen to it?
Yeah. So the video, the VOD,
so it will be on YouTube.
The VOD for this. So until Friday, the VOD with the Q&A section. This section will be up, and then I will hide it, and then I will upload just the podcast up for everyone to watch as a video with some minor tweaks and things. We're not going to use the same screen start necessarily. When I say that, I just mean we're not doing 5 loops of it with the song. I'm going to do a shortened version of it that's more friendly for video. So
sounds good.
Okay, thank you.
And by the way, I'm gonna do a quick shout out to everybody. I'm not gonna go through the list because there's a lot of like channel point redemptions and follows and things like that. But if you gave bits, if you subbed, any of that stuff that you did tonight, we greatly appreciate it. It's all gonna go back into the community. Red just gave another 1,000 bits, so that made me think about it. You guys are awesome. I'm so happy that you all got to experience the first one of these with us. I hope that you return every time for each one of them, because I mean, this is y'all's podcast too. So it's just
nice Inferno.
Nice Inferno. Trying to be a little, genuine right here, and then you hit me with that. But I appreciate it. Like honest, like genuinely, bottom of my heart, we couldn't do any of this kind of stuff without the support for you guys or from you guys, and the support that we can give to you guys through doing things like this. It's awesome. Never thought I would do a podcast. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but we plan to keep doing it. So
you just did one.
Yeah,
it's done. You don't ever have to do it the first time again.
That's true.
We did.
When I used to work at the summer camp where Elijah and I used to work at, that's technically true. You never have to do a first one again, but your second one will always be your second first one, your first second one, and your third one will always be your first third one.
You know what's funny? We're on a hype train right now. This is the third hype train that we've done, and this is the first one that's been live.
Yes.
Oh.
We were talking about that as I was getting stuff set up for the stream today, where he just comes into the Discord call. Yeah, this is the second hype train today. And I'm like setting up crap, and I go, wait, what? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he texts me and he goes, if you want your founder's badge, you better get it now.
Yeah.
I got mine in. Panic was like, by the way, there aren't many left. And I was just like, oh, I've never clicked something so fast because I collect them all. These are my Pokemon.
I think that...
Thank you for the sub, Emma Levy.
Yeah,
thank you for the bits, Inferno and Red.
Thank you for the gifted sub, Emma Levy.
Also, the VOD will be up on Twitch for this, for those who are like, oh, I just came in late. The VOD will still be up here. Twitch will keep the VOD up for a week and then automatically delete it. So you have a week to watch, if you want to see chat and all of that, and experience it as if you're watching it for the first time with everyone else. You have 1 week to do it.
That'll be me, since I didn't look at chat.
Yeah, that'll be
Emma Levy.
That'll be all three of us, because I do want to go back. Like, I do want to go back and read, what was said while we were talking.
It helps us learn. Maybe, hey, what about this? Tomorrow night, you and I can sit in Discord together and we can watch it together.
Take notes.
That'll work.
Oh.
That'll work. We can do it. It'll be after the kids go to bed, because it's off night for me.
That's so cute.
But, I mean, I'm usually in the Discord till about 12:30 anyway.
Thanks, Red. What's your serious question, Emma Levy?
Yes.
Oh, a question.
Inferno, did you get a sub, like a founder's badge? Because if you did, you were the last one. I don't remember if Mask got the last one or if you got the last one.
Mask got the last one.
Did.
I got one, just not for my personal
We're just from the same area, Emma Levy. We grew up together.
Yeah, we are real life best friends.
Yeah.
He's literally 17 minutes from my house right now.
Not right now.
Well, typically he's in Orlando right now.
I'm in Orlando right now.
Panic, you're in Orlando? Can you smell gas?
Yes, I can. But no, yeah, I mean, we grew up together. Plus, being from the same area, we have the same kind of accent. Mm-hmm. And I like that y'all are still eating your Pop-Tarts, and mine's been gone for like an hour.
Cheers, Gas. Cheers.
I ate both my Pop-Tarts.
The other crazy-looking one that has no flavor.
What's up, DJ? Yeah. What's up, DJ? Welcome in. I don't know if you were here the whole time. Look, a lot of y'all, I don't know if y'all were here the whole time.
I went down and we had 45 viewers at one point. That's all.
Hey, good night, Emma Levy. Hey, Emma Levy. It will be available on Apple Podcasts and all that by Friday. Spotify. So go give us 5 stars.
We have the gambit of podcast networks to choose from. We have a lot to pick from. We will go over that tomorrow. But that is
let me know. I'd love a link when it goes up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Unicorn, I'll DM you all the links once they go up.
Thank you.
Yep, I got you.
Cool. Appreciate that.
Yeah,
no,
Crow,
DJ, I'm avoiding that place.
I kept snacking the whole time. I don't give up. I don't give up. Pop-Tarts don't go to waste.
So now My question for you guys, mainly Gas and Panic, and Unicorn, you can give your opinion on this too, but you're not here every week. I feel like snacks now need to be a staple of the show.
Yeah, I feel like we should have snack time, so we're gonna have to get with GT and find out her favorite snack.
Yeah, I think snack time has to be a part of the show now.
It could just be Pop-Tarts every week.
What if it's like beef jerky?
Ooh.
Here's the thing. I love smoking jerky. I will smoke it myself. It's so good.
I'm glad you said smoking jerky because that could have went a completely different
Listen, guys, I love smoking so much. I'm 27, but I sound like this.
Especially
when I'm home,
Pop-Tarts.
when we do these, I'm probably going to have a glass of bourbon as well.
I mean, I had this with me, and I turned the label away so that
bourbons and Pop-Tarts.
Literally, I mean,
I'm gonna have to buy one of the Night Shift Rocks glasses just to use it while we're doing the podcast.
Speaking of which, go to our merch store. All
beer koozie.
Buy a beer cozy.
Oh yeah,
I love Preston. He's so good at doing that.
Oh, if you guys want to take notes on how to do promote yourself, just listen to the bullshit that's about to happen on the Preston versus Elijah podcast. Just listen to my intro because I have so much. Kylie's just gonna be staring at me because I have it all in my head. I'm not gonna look at a single run of show. She's gonna look at me and she goes, "You're a psychopath," and I'm gonna go, "A little bit, yeah, just a little bit."
I mean, aren't we all? We literally sit in front of computer screens with a camera playing video games for hours on end and do it with the hope that someone will appear in chat and talk to us about it while we're doing it. I understand why people who don't do this are like, what do you do? What do you spend hours doing?
Some might call it schizophrenia. I call it content.
None of my friends know that I do this, by the way. Only my best friend. I haven't told any of the other ones.
They all know.
They
all know.
That's so funny because it's the exact opposite. I shilled out to all of my... Winner used to live right next to me. Okay, Winner's in chat right now. Winner, like, I worked for his dad. Like, everyone knows I stream.
Amazing. All of my friends are, like, very businessy. They wear, like, suits to work, and I'm just like, I can't tell them what I do. They're going to be like, what? You spend your time doing what? And I'm just like, you guys are missing out. But then my best friend watches my stream. She might even have been watching this one. So that's kind of funny to me.
Oh. Kitty smiles. I do the same thing. If somebody calls me while I'm live, I don't answer. And they're like, you can still talk to me. It's like, not on live stream because that's doxing myself.
Oh, wait. Have you guys ever been on stream when someone calls me and I put the phone up to the mic and I go, "Hi, so-and-so, you're on the Preston versus Elijah Twitch stream. How can I help you today?"
I love that.
And they go, "Never mind, I'll call you back later."
Thank you guys for the level 3 hype train. Y'all are awesome.
Yeah,
oh,
that is awesome. So Crow, any advice for getting average views up? I have over 100 followers but struggle with the views. So the biggest thing there is... just keep doing you. Take notes. Find out what worked for you and what didn't. So on the days that you have more viewers than you normally would, what'd you do different? What was something you did different that stream? Or, just kind of take notes on yourself. Figure out, what you're doing and what works and what doesn't work for you. But the biggest thing I can tell you is turn that viewer count off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Turn the viewer count off and quit worrying about it. Just be you, because eventually the right community, the right people that are right for your stream are going to show up and they're going to keep coming back. So it's going to build and it's going to take time. Some people blow up real quick. Some people it takes a little bit of time and then it just takes off. So you never know when it's going to happen. But if you turn that viewer count off, you don't worry about it anymore.
If I could answer that question too, my point of view on this is basically what Panic said. Don't look at the viewer count. I care more that people are talking in chat. I don't care if it's 8. If I have 50 people lurking versus 8 people who are actively chatting, I have more fun when it's 8 people actively chatting. And I think for me, one of the tangible things I do to try to help make that happen for me is that I split my streaming time. And when I say streaming time, I mean my free time that I have to dedicate to doing this stuff, into 3 parts. The smallest part is actually streaming. That's the least amount of time I put into the whole picture. The second part is that is making clips, which I hate doing, and I need to get better about it. I just really friggin' hate it because I don't like rewatching my VODs and making clips because I'm like, I'm a psychopath. Why are people watching this? And I sometimes hate my voice. But the third thing that for me, I think is really helpful is I find streamers that I like watching who do something similar to me, and I hang out in their chat more than I stream. So I always have at least 3 people tabbed up so that my view counts for them. But I also am not just, if I can, sometimes it's just a lurk and I come in and I'm like, hey, I'm lurkle durkle because I'm a workle. Whatever. I'm working. But I like to talk to them, get to know them a little bit, kind of understand their vibe and stuff. And you know what? Most of the time they come and pop in my stream at least to say hello. So if you want to try to like help foster a community, and you don't feel like what you're doing is allowing them to find you, go find them.
Yep.
Go look for them. Go make friends.
I will also.
I'm gonna be honest.
Go knock on their door.
I will always say this, and you will always hear me say this because my perspective is a little bit different. I don't need a chat to bounce off of because I have a best friend who I stream with almost every single stream. So I will always say this when it comes to making clips. If you watched my workshop this last weekend, content is king.
That was a great workshop.
Content is king. If you're doing things in your content that is so much downtime and someone's coming into your stream and like nothing is happening outside of like being a be right back screen, right? Like there's exceptions to that, right? And you're just sitting there and kind of nothing's happening. There's no reason for people to stay, right? You have to be engaging as well, and whether that is engaging with chat or you are so engaging with the game you play. I think someone who I believe is underrated as a streamer who's actually coming on the podcast soon, Notable, is perfect at this. Notable will always be acting like he is performing in front of a chat of 600 at all times. It is so impressive. And it's just a switch and a skill you have to learn, right? It's like, all right, I could have one person, I could have 500 people. You still need to put on the best damn show, the best damn stream you possibly can.
I mean, and to Unicorn's point, as far as the networking and things like that, like it's the same way in the Discord as well. Like the people that actually utilize the Discord to do networking are the ones that usually get support from other people too.
Yep.
So like it's a full circle kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when it comes to like your chat too, the ones that are chatting are the ones that want to chat. So, but you may have, say you have 11 viewers. You've got 5 people chatting. Those other 6 are lurking. Now, they may be lurking and just throwing up a tab, but you may actually have somebody that's sitting at work, listening and watching, and they can't chat. But they're there because they enjoy your content. So instead of going into your chat, if you don't have anybody talking to you, don't ask open-ended questions. Just keep doing you. Keep talking about your stream, what you're doing. Have a conversation with yourself, which is the hardest thing to do because it does feel lonely. But keep doing that because that person that's lurking and watching at work that can't chat with you, they're there because they enjoy watching. They enjoy your content. So not all lurkers are just lurk and leave. A lot of people, there's a lot of people out there that just use Twitch as a source of entertainment, and that's it. They don't want it. They don't want to chat with you. It's like watching TV. You don't get to chat with the actors, so they're not chatting with you. They're just watching.
I mean, I yell at the actors on my screen. They just don't talk to me back. That's the problem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Crow, I know that you just joined the night shift recently, but like, just jump in. Like, don't let it intimidate you. Nobody is going to be there to like say anything. Who are they're not going to call you out being like, well, who are you? Where'd you come from?
That guy right above you, Howdy will, but just ignore him.
Yeah, Howdy, be nice to my friend.
Just ignore Howdy.
We let him be in the community out of pity.
Are we doing a chat etiquette session? I think I saw that on the roster.
So Streamer I think we're going to do a video. We're going to have a chat etiquette.
We love you.
We do have we do have rules. And those rules aren't there for us to, govern you and say, hey, no, you can't do this. But they're just etiquette rules. So my two biggest rules, I'm a big Bill and Ted fan. That's always have been. And, their biggest thing was be excellent to one another. That's it. Just be excellent to one another. That's all you have to do. If you do that, everything that comes back to you will be the same. So you put in what you get out. So and that's networking, to be honest. If you want to network and you want to grow, you have to put in something to get something back. If you just go in and press a button and throw a live up, I'm not going to lie to you. If you're somebody that just posts a live in our community, most of the time I might check it out the first time, but once I notice it, I'm not going there. I'm going to the ones that are chatting, the ones that I'm talking to.
100%.
Yeah. And also, I'll shout out Crow too. Like, Crow's been an active member of my community for a little bit now. Super awesome guy. Like, the last stream we had, or maybe it was 2 streams ago, I forget. But, like, I threw him a night shift invite. Like, he is absolutely night shift, like, material at the core, which is like, I think you would fit really well in this community. Dude, you just gotta come hang out. I know that we were joking, it's like, become an official, like, 5th member of the Preston versus Elijah cinematic universe. But, like, why be that when you can be a part of an amazing community? And just hang out with a bunch of people and collab and hang out.
Do both.
Yeah, do both. Because we're gonna collab soon, Crow and I. It's gonna be fun.
I think one of my favorite things is popping into someone's stream and I say hi, and then a bunch of people are like, hi, you, like, oh my gosh, hi, you, and you just kind of like, it's like all your friends ran into each other at the frickin' mall where your friend is like busking, and you're all just hanging out to support them and be like cool with each other. I don't know. I think it's kind of goes down to like, make friends, be excited to see each other in each other's streams. That's what I get. That's what I get excited about. That's how I kind of wait. What's busking?
Busking is like the people who perform on street corners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you've ever had a friend. Yeah, if you've ever had a friend who plays guitar on the street corner and you know that they're there, they're by themselves, they're singing to no one, and you and your friends go and show up and support them and watch them play. I think that's the vibe I try to go for. That's why I will look and hang out in streams of my friends and make sure I say hi or at least leave a lurk. But I especially like to try to pop into streams that have very few people in them and just chat with that person for a minute. And it's good to help them practice chatting, which I really like.
So one of the ideas that I've been toying with as far as suggesting to the community too, just because I've heard a lot of, like, when I've been in streams and I've heard a lot of streamers say this, that they have trouble finding good mods for their streams and things like that. And one of the things that I think that it would be cool if we could figure out how to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, we got ads.
Hold that thought, because who we're talking to sent ads.
Yeah.
Talking to Crow and DJ and them.
Yeah.
Howdy, I don't.
What should we do during the ad?
Howdy, I don't care about. He can sit in ads all day long.
I think my favorite bit is the vitriolic relationship between you two.
Yes.
That's my favorite.
He's the brother I never had and I never wanted. So
it's like never had, I never wanted. Spanish McDonald's and DoorDash. Yes. I love when chat tells me what the ads are because I don't get to see them and I want to know what's being advertised.
Baca.
Tell me. We're talking about how to get rid of Howdy. I was supposed to say it.
Also, shout out to Baca. Baca was also giving me viewer feedback of, hey, how do you want the mods to do this? Do they talk to you about this? Or, hey, maybe we should tweak this aspect of, like, how we run ads and this and this. Shout out to Baka. Baka really helped contribute to my notes for production this week.
Aw, Baka!
Look, Baka's a rock star.
That's what I'm saying.
100%.
That's what I'm saying.
So, okay, now you can finish your thought, Gas.
All right, so y'all out of ads now?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Funny mod.
Yeah. So the idea is that we have like a Twitch mod network that we could build in the night shift. And try to like get people that want to do those kind of things to partner up with streamers that need mods and things like that. Like, and listen, I say it all the time for my stream and now for like Panic stream. Baka is a rock star of a mod. I know that you have Hey Lens. Hey Lens is a rock star of a mod. So
and date my
like,
mod. So
yeah,
that's
so
how I found
so like Mast and Pancakes started out for me, and they're absolutely great still when they have a chance to come in and mod, because a lot of times they're streaming as well now.
And streaming with us at times.
Yeah,
so,
streaming with us at times, so it makes it a little harder. And
yeah.
Baka is the only person I've ever given full control of.
Agreed.
Like editor privileges for my stuff. So if Baka wanted to crash my stream, she could.
Shout out to Winner in chat. Winner's one of my mods. Does a fantastic job. Murderer of bots and also keeping people engaged.
So one thing that I like, my proposition at this point is for the Bakas, the Halens, the Winner, like you guys show us. Like, if we try to start building that network out, I would love for you guys to kind of take the lead on helping to develop other people as mods and showing them, like, what you do and going from there. Like, I think that would be so cool if we have this big streamer network, but we also like have an opportunity to do like a mod network and kind of bring streamers and viewers together and go that route, because we are very heavy on the streamer in community within the night shift. And it's open to everybody. It's not just for streamers.
Viewers.
Like I don't want that to just be a family of streamers. I just want it to be a family of everybody.
Video game enthusiasts.
Enthusiast.
I also like.
What's up, Kyle?
I'm really bad at modding. Like, I know I am. I learn a lot from Hey Lens about sort of how she manages to keep chat engaged and stuff. And I love the idea. Yeah, there is an art to it, and I'm trying to learn. I literally deleted my first message the other day in Pancake Stream. I did my first mod thing. And it's kind of scary. It's kind of really, you have the power. And it's intimidating a little bit to be able to like slam the ban hammer down or delete a message or stuff like that. I know I find it a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Almost worse than hitting the go live button.
I will say this, though.
lore.
I will say this. Twitch, my experience from coming back to Twitch versus what I experienced the 3 to 5 years ago, Twitch, there are so many fewer trolls and things like that. Like, I honestly think that Twitch has kind of policed itself to be a better, like, less toxic community. I'm sure that in some games it's still like that. You still have your chads that only play FPS games and things along that line. But the community on Twitch versus what it was like early pandemic is so much different now. It's so much more of a positive place.
Yeah, as someone who's been on this website for like I want to say 15 years now as a viewer, because I was an early adopter of Twitch, like very, very early adopter of Twitch. It was a shit show. Oh my god. Like, the way that the DMs used to work and how people could just like easily harass you, people got doxxed super easily. The way that things have changed just for the better has been so incredible to watch. And even just like moderation things like, hey, sometimes they'll auto hide people's messages for moderators and then have a moderator look at it before they let it go in chat and be like, hey, this might be harassment. Do you want to have this actually go through your stream, or do you want to just immediately ban this person?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just like we have, we had a pre-podcast meeting together, and it's kind of level set expectations and stuff like that. That's 100% what you should do with your mods too. Like, set your expectations and set the boundaries and go from there. Baka's pretty fortunate because we're just like, do whatever you want, but it's that kind of thing.
I kind of do the same thing with my mods, but that's also because I know them in real life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back.
What's up?
We're testing out a new texting feature. We have a bunch of questions. You have the texting link. In fact, it's not too late to text in a question. So if you go onto the Twitch stream on your phone, click that link that is in the pinned comment. You can edit a question. The first question that I have, it's going to be for all three of you. How do you guys get over camera shyness on stream?
Okay, look, I'm not a shy person in general, to be honest. I don't give a shit. I'm just going to straight up say it. I don't give a shit. If I look goofy, if I look dumb, I don't care. I don't get embarrassed very easily. I spent years of my life being yelled at for being the goofball, because everybody automatically assumes you're just a goofball when you have ADHD, and I was diagnosed at 6 years old, so I just gave up.
There's some truth to that.
Gave up. I gave up to the whole, I'm worried about what I look like on stream. So, it's different for everybody, and, people they have that mindset that they think they have to look good. They think they have to mind their P's and Q's and, cross their T's, dot their I's, make sure it's perfect, things like that. You don't. The people that matter will show up. They're going to love you for you. And if you're not your true self, people will notice. So just be like me. Don't care.
Don't be like Panic.
Don't be like me. That's probably the wiser choice there. But I mean, what works for me may not work for you, and I don't care, because I can either get on here and talk to myself for 3 hours, and I'm fine with that, or I can get on here and talk to everybody else. Whatever happens, happens. Like, the only thing I control is myself.
So I'm gonna give Hero the floor before I answer. So
okay. So, remember those like hype talks I was telling you guys about when like I'm walking into a meeting or something? So, very much the same. I mean, to be honest, I'm not with camera shyness too often anymore, but I do remember, and honestly, guys, it comes from practice. Just comes from practice. Like, the more you're in front of the camera, the easier it's going to be, right? Like, it's going to come naturally, but you definitely have to practice, especially if you're not okay with it, especially if you're uncomfortable. Because like, where growth even comes from, right, is getting out of your comfort zone. So, I mean, you could even do like practice recordings, like where you're not live yet, and you just like talk to yourself in front of the camera, like as a selfie or something, or talk to yourself in the mirror or something. I know that sounds crazy, but like, this stuff works. And I mean, as somebody that performs, like that is a performer, I used to record myself singing and stuff, and watch like stage presence and stuff, because like, you don't ever see that unless you watch yourself. And that's another thing. Are you guys watching your VODs? Are you rewatching your streams for takeaways? like lessons learned and stuff. But that'll help your camera presence too. You know, you may have like this weird look on your face the whole time you didn't even know. But at the same time, just like be in a way, I'm not saying be like Panic. I'm not saying go be like Panic. I'm saying there is some value in being comfortable with who you are and like what you have. Like, why in the world would you want to be and try to look like anybody else? Like, embrace how unique you are and what you bring to the camera, right? And just be good with that, because I mean, obviously or honestly, nobody cares, to be honest. I'm not hanging out with you because you look some kind of way on camera. I'm hanging out with you because of the kind of person that you are. I know that sounds like we're butterflies, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
But we are butterflies. All of us.
I know.
So for me, Hero said something during the podcast that you're naturally more of an introvert than you are an extrovert. And I identify with that 100%. So when I first started streaming, I was a little bit nervous to getting on the camera and things like that. But this is going to sound silly, but that's one of the reasons why I wear the headbands. So like, it's like it draws attention away from like just my face in general. It's like something flashy that's on my head and that kind of thing. So it's almost like I don't know if crutch is the best word. It's kind of like an on brand thing for me now. So, but that's one of the reasons why I started doing it. And honestly, I mean, exactly what Panic and Hero said. It's about practice, and I promise you that if you do a recording of yourself and kind of see what you're doing, it's way more awkward to see yourself that way than than the way that anybody else will see you. So, yeah, like, I hate hearing myself talk. Like, when I made that first TikTok video a few weeks ago, that was one of the most awkward things that I've ever done. But you just get back on the horse and do it again. Like, you know, so that's, I don't know. Hopefully that helps somebody. But it's just, all I can say is just keep doing it. Just don't think about it. Just keep doing it. Don't let your mind get in the way of something that you think might be holding your stream back. If you think that you need to be on camera for your stream to grow more, then get on camera. If you don't think that that being on cam is important, don't get on camera if you don't want to.
Yep.
Like, there are plenty of streams that are successful and grow without having a camera. But I'm of the camp that I think that people want to be able to see you and interact with you. I think interactions are more genuine and things like that. So it's just about practice. I mean, talking to people on a microphone when they can't talk back to you, it's the same thing. So.
Yeah, I mean, look, y'all aren't wrong with that. Like, I struggled going back and watching last week's episode of Two Dads, One Tub.
It was so much easier just to listen to the podcast in the car.
Oh, no, I hated that too, because I was hearing myself talk, and I hear myself talk all day, every day. But the biggest thing is, even with that, I'm completely different than both of y'all, whereas I am of the extroverted personality. Now, I will get out and I will talk all day long, talk to anybody, everybody. I will talk to a stranger at the freaking grocery store about the apples that they're picking up and why they're picking those up, and do they like them, and should I buy them? Now, I also have my days where I come home from work and I'm tired of talking to people. And I do have introverted tendencies, but I am an extrovert. Now, and my wife hates it. My wife is 100% introvert. Gas can, attest to that one. Like, he can back that up. But whereas, like GT, you got to hype yourself up. Gas, you were uncomfortable with it at first. Me, I'm one of those, fuck it, I'm doing it. And I go full force into it, and if it fails, it fails. Because the way I've lived life, failing is learning. And you just learn how to do it a different way.
So that's really it. So don't be me, but also have some of that in you.
Am I a narcissist, you guys? I love watching my streams again. Am I just a narcissist?
Yeah, you're a narcissist.
Okay. I love listening to my podcast a second time. Not even just to take notes. I'm just like, I think I'm funny.
Just for fun.
I've listened to last week's twice already this week.
Nah, that's fair. That's fair.
So I play it at least once or twice. Like my kids have listened to it twice. They're so excited that I'm on the radio. So
my little girl thinks it's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah. And last week's episode was Juniper's favorite, my 3-year-old's, because she is a big unicorn fan.
Oh,
and she thinks it's awesome. Well, she thinks it's awesome that I got to have a conversation with a unicorn. So, she's 3. She doesn't realize it's actually a person. She thinks it's a cartoon unicorn that I'm talking to. So,
wait, Uni is not a cartoon?
No, she's AI. Remember?
She's AI.
Right, that's right. I'm the cartoon.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, what's next? What do we got?
Yeah, next question. This person sent in 3 questions. All of them are anonymous unless you type in your own name, fun fact. So I don't know who sent these in except for one of them. And one of them you already guys covered in the middle of the episode, so I'm not even going to bring that one up. So, hey. It was about snacks and what games you play on stream. And we already talked about that.
Oh.
So, hey. But I'm going to say this can apply to both the Night Shift as a community, but also your individual streaming communities. Where do you want to see your community in 1 year? Where do you think you see the community being in 5 years?
That's a tough one for me.
To me, honestly, to me, I 100% am in line with the thinking that Hero was talking about earlier with turning off your viewer count. I don't do that all the time myself, but I'm not a guy that wants to push for partner. I'll be honest. I don't know that I have time to do anything like that. So honestly, as far as my community goes, I just want to hang out with people that I vibe with, that I care about, and that kind of thing. So whether that's 3 people or 30 people in a stream, that's where I am, and I'll be fulfilled either way, honestly.
GT, I'll let you answer.
Okay. I very much am going for partner.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah. I mean, like, big picture, like, the dream would be to, like, literally have, like, TwitchCon call me up and, like, ask me to come in, like, sit in on a panel or something. You know what I mean? And just, like, I mean, I really am trying to be, like, known for helping other people be great. I literally gauge, like, at work, because interestingly enough, I'm, like, do this for a living as far as, like, helping other people be successful, right? And not even, like, be known as the person who, like, makes affiliate, or, like, the person who makes partners, or any of that, but just known as, like, the go-to hero, that if you like have some questions, let me jump over to YouTube and see if there's, like, some helpful tips, or let me just jump into this community because, like, it's that helpful, and, like, she genuinely cares about, like, my growth and stuff, and not like superficial, very, like, sales markety, like, oh, if you want to make partner, come work with me, or if you want affiliate, come work with me. No. Me, like, I want to be like the friendly neighborhood hero where you guys, like, know me. Like, I'm at the freaking grocery store. People are like, oh shoot, that's Hero. Look, that's Hero right there. And then I could be like, oh hey guys, let me sign your t-shirt or something. Then maybe that's like that could be like the singer coming out of me. But I mean, like, I would love to be known as like the person that like you go to and hang out with to have a good time. And, like if you need help, that person's out there, and who knows, maybe one day, I don't know, something really cool, like I could be in a video game or something. You never know. Never know.
GT,
Sky's the limit.
GT, letting you know, we lost your camera. You just have the same face right now on stream. It's pretty funny. We still got your
that's
voice.
face. That's a good face. I look a little bit sad.
Yeah, you look concerned.
I look kind of lost.
You look lost. No, so I haven't really put out my dreams and my hopes for myself, but I've thought about it over the last couple of weeks, and I am changing things and how I do things, and I do kind of want to do that partner push. Now, I also have a job that's super flexible, so whereas I do have the extra time to, in the evenings, late at night, or on the weekends, that I could, have something set up for that. So I feel like I do want to push for that partner side of thing, just to at least be able to apply. I don't care if they tell me no, because 75 viewers at a time, or 100 viewers, or 300 viewers is still 300 viewers, whether I'm a partner or not. So, but I am gonna, start focusing and trying to make that push. Now, here's the second part of this, because that's just personal, and I do struggle with that a little bit, because I do have the true passion, which is the night shift. So my goal for the night shift is I want it to be a household name in the streaming community. 100%. Like GT said, it'd be awesome for TwitchCon to reach out and say, hey, night shift community, y'all want to come out here and talk about what you're doing? Do you want to, give us some of the lore that you have going on? How did it all start? What's going on? Like, I want to be the community that everybody else strives to be. That's it. I want to grow. I want thousands of people in this Discord. Yes, that'll be chaotic. It'll be a lot, and it'll be a lot to handle. But
for those of you that are in here, we'll need more help.
Yes, but the thing is, I want to keep helping people.
Yeah.
So, and the night shift is our way to do that. And it is truly everyone's community. So, and kind of on the other personal level, the podcast, I would like for it to, blow up a little bit.
Yeah.
And it'd be cool to be walking around wearing a 2 Dads 1 Tub shirt, and people know what it means. Outside of, are you making a play on 2 Girls 1 Cup?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But it's kind of hard. I am putting it out there. I am gonna start making a push. We're gonna see what happens.
What did you do to start making that push? What's coming out on Friday, Panic?
Yeah. So I am debuting a little bit of a new look. We are actually I'm actually utilizing my name, and this new look does play well into that name, and it kind of gives me that. What do you call it? Gives me that persona, that look, that
unique.
I don't know. Yeah, that unique to me. This is who this is. You see it, you know who it is. So that is debuting Friday night, and it's still a work in progress. But I do have the basis out to get started with it and to go live with it for right now. But there will be a lot of new things coming to it. Hence why I've been in OBS for the last couple of weeks, and still going to stay in it to learn new things. So,
and it looks great, by the way.
It is cool, and it was made by our very own Preston. Yeah. I did reach out to him and utilize some of his skills, and he created something for me that that's pretty awesome. So hopefully y'all will like it as well.
I'm very excited for it. He pitched the idea, and I just went crazy with it. It's so cool.
But yeah, I mean, so that's kind of where I see myself. I don't know where I'll be in a year. That's I don't know the future. So, but I do know I'll still be here. So that's the biggest answer. I don't know if I'll be applying for partner. I don't know what'll be going on, but I'll still be here within this community, doing the things I love, helping people out, making friends, making family, really, building relationships and networking, because I 100% love networking. I love getting to know people. I love hearing stories. I love learning about your children, learning about your cats, learning about your bad habits, learning that we have to yell at people to eat because they choose to forget to eat or they get busy. So
I did threaten worship today that if she didn't eat, that we would get everyone on the podcast after the stream to go ping her in Discord. She did eat.
Well, the community ban still stands. If she doesn't eat every day, I will time her out for not eating. But yeah, that's it. That's me in a nutshell. So I'm pretty excited about it and a little nervous. So y'all bear with me.
I know I look concerned, but I believe in you.
What? Well, that look on your face, it instills so much confidence in me. I just gotta, I kind of lost myself for a minute because I focused on the community, which is my number one passion. But at the end of the day, we're all streamers. So, no, it's time to start looking at myself. I do have some new goals out there that are pretty fun, I think. I have a bits goal. So, $100 in bits, which is what, 10,000 bits?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
10K.
So if I hit that goal, y'all get to watch me do a Joe Exotic cosplay while streaming the Two Dads One Tub podcast. And then you'll also get a recruitment promotion video for TikTok in the style of the old school Disney Channel videos of me drawing out the Night Shift logo as Joe Exotic.
Oh, let's go, baby! So we need to buy you a green screen. Oh boy, the amount of editing work I can do on that sucker. Oh baby.
Well, and then I also have the subs goal, which is community driven, so y'all will get to choose what I dress up as for a stream.
And I feel like kind of a buzzkill now, not wanting to make a big partner push or something. Like maybe it comes organically, but God, I just don't know. I just don't have it in me right now.
Gas, I'm with you. Not there.
And that's okay. That's okay.
All right. Well, I got one final question. I got one final question for y'all, and then we can the other questions we can save for other podcast Q&As. But this one is specifically for Hero, but I would open this up for everyone. Hero, what are some go-to reading lists for fun, growth, or just whatever?
Oh, okay. I love to read. Because I'm a nerd. So one of my absolute favorite books is called Crucial Conversations. Like if we're talking about self-development, because it's basically for you who've never read this book, right? It's about how to talk through crucial moments, right? So say me and Panic and Gas are all having a conversation and somebody says something I just casually answer a question, and then all of a sudden Panic just flies off the handle and gets crazy, and nobody knows what the heck just happened, right? Because we were
spicy Panic.
Yeah, spicy Panic comes out of nowhere, right? But this book really helps you look at the conversation, like what the topic was, where you're coming from, why Panic acted the way that he did. How do we get him to come back and be open again? So, like, what was it that caused him to be so, threatened for whatever reason, and had him like overreact somehow or act out on whatever? And it's just a really great book. Like I've read through this book like several times. I go to it for reference all the time if I'm, because I'm a nerd and I like the psychology behind communication. Like, what's the thought process behind why somebody acts the way they do, or why they answer or communicate the way that they do? And so that's a really big. It's a book that I reference and gift a lot. Even another one is Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus.
That's a good one.
Have you ever read that book?
That's
you know what book I'm talking about?
That's a good title.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm adding that to my list.
I know about the book. That book's been around since I was a kid.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
My mom read that book. She loved it. She likes that stuff.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's also a book about communication and the differences of how like men and women communicate with each other, but then also how you can better communicate with each other. So what's the thought process behind like how women communicate and how men communicate? So women obviously, well, not obviously, but they tend to be more emotional when they, with their responses. And then men seem to be more more this Mr. Fix-It kind of mindset. And so how do you bridge the gap between the two if your partner just doesn't want you to fix it, just wants you to listen, and vice versa, where you're looking, the guy's looking for answers and the other just wants to sit around and talk about their feelings. You know what I mean? Like and sometimes honestly, I could relate more to like the men's side of the thing, because I usually don't want to just sit around and talk about my feelings. But anyway, it is nice to see or read about how to better communicate with your partner, because that's what it's all about. And like, there's really cool tools in the back called like love letters and stuff that you can like write to each other to communicate through difficult conversations. So those are really good. And then honestly, just for fun books, probably like I'm a big anime person. Fun fact. And so like my all-time favorite anime is My Hero Academia, weirdly enough. Like that's the name of it. And so I have like that series.
GT, did you know that my social media following started off as doing mini TikTok video essays on my personal, and the thing that blew up the most was My Hero video essays?
No, I didn't.
Dude,
that's crazy.
I love My Hero. It's in my top 5. It's so good.
Yeah, it's so freaking good.
Cool.
But yeah, those are probably some of my top books for sure.
Cool. So Panic got any books?
So I'm actually reading a book that I bought off TikTok. A guy on TikTok wrote it. I bought it. It's kind of like what you're reading there, GT, kind of like the self-help style books, but it's called You Deserve This Shit. So it's a book on like getting unstuck, finding like your path, that kind of thing. But I bought it mainly because the title, You Deserve This Shit. So, but it's actually been a really good book, but I've always read the self-help books. Not necessarily just because, I felt like I needed it. It's just great to learn, coping mechanisms, tips on how to do things differently, how to handle situations, that kind of stuff. I saw 5 Love Languages in the chat. I've read that. It was a great book. I have 2. I'm a physical touch and affirmations kind of guy. But I read that kind of stuff. Outside of that, I don't read. I listen to audiobooks sometimes, but I really don't read. I just tend to do the podcast side of things, which is, my go-to.
Yeah. I do the podcast stuff too. I'm not really a reader, honestly.
I got a couple I can throw out there.
Do it.
This first one's a picture book, but it's not a kid's picture book. It was made as a picture book for people, adults who don't have a lot of time. And it's a picture book that is 120 pages, and each one's only 1 or 2 lines. So it's mainly for people with ADHD. Together is Better, a little book of inspiration by Simon Sinek. It is a little storybook that goes through. The pictures tell a story, but each page is a different cooperation or leadership proverb, and it tells a story using those proverbs and those pictures. It is one of my favorite leadership books. A mentor during the internship I did a few years ago, we read through that book together about like 10 pages per day throughout the internship, and then at the end of it he gave me my own copy, and it's one of my favorite books. Disrupting the Game by Reggie Fils-Aimé, former president of Nintendo of America. It is his business memoir. If you are interested in both leadership, business advice, and or just like really interesting deep dive behind like Nintendo, but not only Nintendo, but like when he was the head of marketing at like Pizza Hut, those kind of things, it is a super fascinating read. I think everyone should read it. I've talked about it in my podcast a couple of times, especially with the Nintendo Switch 2 and the weird choices that they're making with this console release compared to the choices that Reggie Fils-Aimé made as president of Nintendo America during his tenure. Super good read. It's also on audiobook, and he reads it himself for free on Spotify. So if you have Spotify, you can go listen to Disrupting the Game on there. And then the last one, Play Nice. This is not even just for learning's sake. This is just if you like general gaming history and like deep dives. Play Nice, the rise, fall, and future of Blizzard Entertainment. If you want to know what the hell happened to Blizzard and why their output has changed so much, and the history of the company and who's still at the company after the Microsoft and Activision mergers and all of that, and just kind of a autopsy of what the heck happened to this amazing company. Jason Schreier, who is one of the few actual games journalists who does like actual investigative journalism, really does a good deep dive on it. So those are my reading recommendations as of late.
So good stuff, but also super nerdy shit.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, that sounds like a lot of fun there. I might actually check out some of those. I definitely want to try out that picture book because I do like picture books. They do help.
It's only $13. It's on sale on Amazon right now, 45% off. So if you want a hardcover copy of that book, go pick it up now. It's only on sale for a week or so. So Together is Better. Simon Sinek, really good book. I literally, when I did a program, Winner is in chat, I read pages out of this to him and a bunch of other people when they were in early high school, when they were doing a volunteer program I was running. I would read out of that almost every day. It's such a good book. Yeah.
Well,
love it.
All right. I was adopted.
Guys, hey.
What's up? We're back.
We back.
Hi. Apparently.
You know, this is our normal Q&A time. So,
this is where all the real people stay for after the show.
Yeah, I know that you guys, bunny gas? What is the bunny gas?
Oh, yeah.
But now you need some ears.
Apparently, when you lean back, the night shift, the top portion of it makes it look like you have bunny ears.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
You do. That's funny.
Bunny gas is canon.
Oh. Yeah.
Real quick, in terms of Q&A, we're going to hit people who sent through the text messages first before we start looking at chat.
Wait, people literally asked you questions through a text message about my ass? Okay.
Yeah.
How many do we get tonight?
So we got 2 texts tonight so far, but that was the same as last week. People texted as we did this segment. But then there's also a couple of others that we didn't get to last week that weren't just for GT, that they're just a generalized question. One person even resent theirs from last week so that it hit the top of the list. So, you know what? I respect it. We're going to start off with that one.
Red, thanks for the 100 bits.
First off, If you could collab with one streamer, large or small, who would it be?
What? Like,
Who's your dream? Like, if you could play a game for.
Is this the thing? That's the thing. Is that I don't particularly have one. I mean, the only honestly, as of right this second, it's just strictly Unicorn because you brought me into this shit. But I mean, that's just it's just I don't have one. Most of the big time. See, I have this stigma with big time streamers. I think they're pieces of shit. I think pretty much every one of them is. I 100% across the board. I don't think there's a single one that's a nice person. I think they all fake it. I think the internet fame gets to their head, and then they're just high Unicorn. They just get so self-absorbed and so egotistical and so greedy that everything they put out there is fake.
It depends on what level of big streamer we're talking about. Like
I'm talking like super fucking huge streamers.
I'm talking
like Tim and Doc and
those guys.
Like I even think Queso's. I even believe Queso's probably a piece of shit.
Yeah,
he does not look like one.
You know what's great about this? I don't have a fucking clue who any of those people are.
And I'm so happy about that. You don't want to.
Good for
you. Don't know who. So my question is you don't know who like Tim the Tap Man, Dr. Disrespect, Dr. Lupo.
No, somebody's name's Tim the Tap Man?
Yeah.
It's a fucking stupid ass name.
Okay.
My brain automatically went to Tim the Toolman Taylor, and that would be a better
respectable. That's respectable
so
at least.
Yeah.
Like Disrespect is a pedophile, so we don't talk about him.
Yeah, Disrespect's a pedo. Like an actual pedophile.
Well, we don't.
Yeah.
No talk about him.
Like
Oh, did we?
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Yeah, I know. Me too, Unicorn. Well, they didn't really meet early. It was really late. It's just more along the lines of the blow up.
It was early. It was early in the night shift. It was early in the night shift.
That's more accurate.
My favorite streamers are not the ones that get like 20,000 consistent views. My favorite streamers are the ones who have been doing it for like 15 years, but like they consistently have like they're still pretty big. Like 2,000 concurrent viewers is no small laughing matter.
No, that's insane.
Yeah,
I just recently saw the analytics for this stuff. If you're streaming to 5 viewers, you're in the top 3%.
Top 3% is 5 viewers, which is wild.
That's insane to me.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Like you guys literally coming into my stream, all y'all are making me be in the top 3% plus.
Yeah. It's wild.
I'm averaging like 5%. Yeah. I'm averaging 5 or 6 viewers now because of all you guys. That's insane to me.
I'm a big Alpha Rad guy for streams and a big Maximilian dude. And Maximilian dude is like one of the fighting game guys. And
Maximilian is actually one of the only ones that seems genuine.
Yep, Max. That's why I'm like Max seems super genuine. And apparently everyone who meets him at like every fighting game tournament and everything, he's always super generous and graceful. He always puts the fighting game community first before his content, which is really cool.
He's literally just a fighting game community content creator. Panic. That's all it is.
Here's my thing is I'm too busy watching all the wonderful people of the night shift, and I'm not watching any of these other people.
I catch him on YouTube.
So
he catches YouTube videos.
No, I'm unfollowed every big streamer other than the ones that
I have too. I never followed him to begin with, but I did follow him on TikTok.
So my dream collab, to be honest, because Gas and I have benefited from being able to stream with Unicorn and like quite a few people in the community. Mine's probably Pancakes.
Oh yeah.
But I think I might actually get the chance next week during the boot camp. But Nikki is multiplayer now, so we could do a Nikki collab.
Here's the thing too: is I've downloaded Infinity Nikki.
Gas has downloaded Infinity Nikki as well.
I said that I would download it once it became multiplayer. So
I still have no idea what that game is.
I don't either. I'm just being. I'll be honest with you. You wear dresses.
You get pretty dresses with power. So
but what do you do?
The only reason
you're not wrong about that, Howdy. I had a great time. We have to do it again.
It's a Genshin Impact style game. It's an RPG. You go through and you're fighting these. I don't know. I can't explain it. These burlap sacks that are bad, and you purify those because they're from another world. They're evil. So you purify them with your fancy dress powers, and
okay,
it's a gotcha.
It's a game.
I never played Genshin Impact either, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
it's one of those that some of the people in the community wanted me to play it because they thought it'd be funny, and I was watching streams too and asking questions. So I was actually asking questions because that's what they were playing, and I was trying to understand what was going on. So then I played it. It's a pretty fun game. Gets a little bit of viewers.
Listen, I'm gonna say this one, and I think that this is gonna resonate with Panic as well. We have yet to do a collab with Baka.
Oh, yeah.
That is true. That is true.
Baka, let's just be honest. Baka is like my number one mod at this point.
Baka's like, fuck you, I'm never streaming again because y'all want to play with me.
Like, I don't know what game we're going to stream with Baka because Baka is almost strictly Kingdom Hearts at this point.
Which I absolutely love.
But it's not multiplayer.
Yeah. Baka says no, literally check my page.
So, Baka, I don't care what you're saying right now. We need to have a stream where you and myself and Panic stream together. And
headliners
it might be. And if you don't have headliners, Baka, then we're gonna fix that for you. We'll figure it out.
Cool. All right.
Maybe if I have internet.
I thought you just got internet.
Oh my gosh! I just got 10 plus questions.
Hell yeah! Let's do this.
I just got. I think someone.
It's fucking Howdy sending the same message over and over again.
No, we have. There's one number that's texting in for people because the chat link doesn't work for everyone. But one of the responses is "Hi Preston." It's not a question. It's just saying hi to me.
That's probably Kai.
Hi, Preston.
No, if Kai wouldn't do that, Kai would just come to my house then steal the mic. That's what would happen.
That's funny.
Kai, she would just come to my house. Let's see. How did you come up with the name Notable?
I didn't.
Dude, that's a great question.
I know.
I didn't. It was an Xbox name.
I knew this one actually because we've talked about this.
Yeah, it was an Xbox gamer tag. It was actually Notable Cascade 2 originally. But that long ass name, everybody screwed up for whatever reason. They kept calling me Cascade or I don't know. It was really weird. Nobody understood how to fucking say it. I don't know why either. I was like, man, look, I'm a really notable dishwasher soap. I don't know. I went with it for years. I didn't think about anything after that point. I never actually came up with it.
I have Cascade down in the kitchen right now.
Yeah, see, that's my point. Yeah, what?
That goes in my dishwasher.
Notable dishwasher soap. Yeah. I don't know. I never came up with it. It was just literally a game. It was an Xbox generated gamer tag.
So we know how Panic came out with his name. It was because of Pokemon Go. But I don't think. Yeah, Panic at the Ditto.
So I wanted a funny pun name. and Panic at the Ditto was the choice.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
So I don't know if there's a widespread explanation of my name out there. It's a play on my last name. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the organization called Young Life.
Yes, I have.
I was a Young Life leader at one point. Oh. Yeah. And one of my students that was at the high school that I was a Young Life leader at, came up with the name Gassafras. And when I basically I just changed my gamer tags to that, because at that point I was like JGas310 and things like that on all of the console platforms. After that point, I changed my name to Gassafras because he came up with the name and it just kind of stuck.
I apologize, Howdy. I just assumed you were spamming everybody.
So Gassafras,
crazy.
Gassafras is a play on my last name.
Cool.
Welcome in, Donnie the Gamer. First time
chatter.
Yeah.
Hey man, this is the ending of the podcast, so this is a good place to plug. If you want to check out this episode, you can find it on Fridays on Apple, Spotify, or Bean Pickle.
Yeah.
Bean Pickle.
Hey. And all those other ones.
Yeah, I think only a handful of people have ever figured out the reason why. I think Unicorn is one of the people who figured out why we named our Twitch channel Preston versus Elijah. I think Unicorn is the only person where I've seen it happen where they were talking on their stream and it clicked. Preston versus
Pokemon?
No. Preston versus Elijah.
Oh.
If you notice, all of our stuff is comic book themed. One of our favorite games growing up was Marvel vs. Capcom 3. God,
I replayed that and rebought that game so many times.
Yeah, but then also, it's games that we always compete against each other in. But then when it's co-op,
why are you so close?
It's the abbreviation.
I was gonna say, what are you doing, guys?
It's the abbreviation of PVE. So PVE for co-op. So it's when we're doing co-op games, it's PVE. When we're against each other, it's Preston versus Elijah. Unicorn was.
Yes, you got a booger.
I'm sorry,
guys. I leaned in to type. Sorry, guys.
Oh man,
so good.
God damn.
I love here's the thing. People, when they send their text, they don't send in their names. So I don't know who's sending in these questions. But
that's fine. Don't worry about it.
No, but here's all the meme questions they sent. One, is there a question?
Oh boy.
Yeah. Is there a question you hoped you would be asked? Hi, Preston. You have a great voice notable. Have you ever done radio work? Do you wear wigs?
I've been asked that so many times.
Will you wear wigs? When will you wear wigs?
No, I don't wear wigs. I'm not going to wear a wig. Why would I wear a wig? I got hair.
Listen,
I mean, it's there.
Hey, no, listen.
Hell, I wore a dress, so
I'm going to send you a wig.
Huh?
Will you wear a wig? Do you wear wigs? Will you wear wigs? Have you ever seen that video?
Well, yeah. Yes. Yes, okay. I have.
Okay.
Yes, I have. Very much
notable. So let's just be honest with this notable. So as much as this was about getting you to be noticed by everybody else,
sure.
We're trying to broaden your horizons at the same time. So
yeah, what are you getting at here, guys?
I need you to send me your address.
I may send you an address to possibly.
Look.
Hey,
look.
Maybe the Pentagon, might be Wrigley Field. I don't know.
Hey, they said
disclaimer: if we keep going and gas keeps sipping, we might get a chair stream at the end of this.
That's so fair. That's
the chair stream.
Yeah, it's where he's.
What's
on
he
the
gonna do? Pass the fuck out?
Yes.
You're not getting. You're not getting.
Yeah.
He just cut out his audio. He's doing really well right now. We can totally hear what he's saying.
His audio is definitely not cut, and he definitely just didn't unplug his mic on accident or mute his mic.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, I think you muted.
I don't control when the stream is live or not right now.
I do, but that's the fun part. And it can still be a chair stream. I have that power.
Only if I position the camera in a certain way.
It's fine.
That's what I noticed, Howdy, when he got into the giving spirit real quick.
Notable.
Who
do you identify with on the Legends of Vox Machina the most?
Oh boy! Oh god! I am so torn between Scanlan and Grog.
That's such a vibe. That is such a vibe.
I am so torn between those two. You see, the thing is though, is that as much as I seem perverted, because in all reality, anybody who's talked to me long enough in any capacity realizes this. No one gets to the depravity that's literally in the back of my mind. I won't go there with anybody until I feel 100% with them, and that takes a very long time. So Scanlan is very, very there, but I am a giant man. I've been a giant man my whole life. I've been a tank and a frontliner my entire life. I identify with Grog so fucking hard. I don't think I could measure it in any kind of scale. I love Grog. I love him so fucking much.
Panic.
Fuck me. He's so much fun.
Panic.
All right.
Are you understanding this reference?
Before we get into that, I'm going to say this, that once you get your PC notable, that is when I will reinstall Overwatch.
Oh, okay.
And you and I are going to, that's going to be our ranked climb.
All right. A ranked climb?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, Overwatch ranked right now with the new season is supposed to be the best ranked it's been in a long time.
I have yet to actually go back and play Stadium yet.
I hear it's really good. I haven't either.
I've never played. I don't give a fuck about Stadium. You and I are just going to do ranked together because we're both going to be like bronze or whatever the equivalent of that is. I don't even remember what that is as far as Overwatch goes.
I was Masters, so
Spicy Gas is here.
Y'all don't even
or slurred word gas.
Slurred word gas is here, but Spicy Gas has not showed up yet, and I don't think y'all haven't ever seen Spicy Gas.
I think
just Spicy Panic.
I think I've just seen Spicy Panic.
Yeah.
Spicy Panic was
I'm a little more
for a hot
Unicorn.
minute.
I'm not sure if that's a real thing, but we can try.
We're gonna have a good time on Overwatch.
Scrog.
Panic. Do you know what Legends of Vox
Buddy?
Do you know what Legends of Vox Machina is? Okay, so
nope. That's why I looked like I was lost.
Okay, no, that's Legend. Oh God, do you want to explain it? I can go ahead and explain it.
I can explain it. I've been a Critical Role head for 10 years, so
you're more so fitted for it than I am. Then
so Critical Role, which is what Legends of Vox Machina is based off of, is a D&D podcast and live stream that goes every Thursday. They do 3 to 4 hours where it's a bunch of, in their own quotes, nerdy ass voice actors that sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons. We're talking like Matt Mercer. We're talking like Liam O'Brien. Sam Riegel, Laura Bailey, Ashley Johnson, all of these voice actors who are in literally every video game and cartoon. Like
basically.
Yeah, and they're like, their ability to do voices and acting goes across a broad range of different games and like cartoons, and they are killer at role
Yeah,
play.
let me make this easier for him, so he actually has an interest.
That yawn was real.
I'm not saying that Preston was doing a fantastic. I'm gonna make this really simplistic for you. Do you like watching really stupid fucking shit happen on screen with a lot of swearing and perverted shit?
Sure. I mean, who doesn't?
Watch Vox Machina.
Okay. So it's not a game.
No, it's
a TV show.
It will be a game soon because they just announced that they're doing a game.
Did they actually announce a game? Oh, yeah, that's so fucking wrong. Is there going to be an NC-17 on it? Because they got to let everything go.
It's an RPG. It's an RPG too.
Oh, no. Oh, man. Yeah. I hope it's made by some AAA company and just kills it. Oh, fucking Christ. Anyways, so to make it some more simplistic, it's a campaign that they did inside of... It's a campaign they've been running forever in D&D. In a nutshell, they decided to animate the campaign into a show. It's their first of 3 campaigns. It's such an unbelievably well put together adult cartoon to be in the most simplistic fashion you possibly can. That is 100% worth your time to watch. You will absolutely like it.
Put it in the notes, Preston. Panic has to watch.
I'll watch it with you.
Vox Machina.
And we can do it as a live stream because it's
100%.
It's a Prime Video series, so you can live stream it with the community.
It is that fucking funny. It is that goddamn funny. Okay. It is so good.
We'll add that on the list of things. We can do a whole podcast about it. It's great. Or, actually, that's already on the podcast docket for Elijah to watch that show. Panic, you can just invade our podcast for that one.
That'll work.
Yeah, we'll do that. That'll
work.
It's what Vox Machina is the first of 3 of their campaigns, so they've done 3 campaigns.
Are they animating any otherwise?
This year we're gonna get Mighty 9, which is their second campaign. We're gonna get the start of.
See, I haven't seen any of that stuff, so it's gonna be interesting to see.
Mighty 9 is their best campaign. Like,
better than Vox?
Yes, better than Vox.
Oh no!
Imagine if every character was morally gray.
Oh no!
Yeah, every character.
Fuck me.
It's a party of Scanlan and Grogs.
Thanks for that first time chat there, Harrison.
Yeah, so it's so good. Panic, have you ever seen like Venture Brothers on Adult Swim?
No.
Okay, I'm trying to think.
Did you watch cartoons as a child?
I've heard of it, but I didn't have cable, man. I had 3, 9, and 12.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
We were poor. I've seen Last Airbender.
So one of the animation studios for Last Airbender and Korra is the animation studio for this show. So it's this really funny, really humorous, like depraved adult fantasy serialized animation show, but it has some of the best fight choreography as well and best animation. Like, it
looks really good.
It's so good.
It's 100% worth your time.
I just recently watched Avatar: Last Airbender because my kids like it.
Yeah.
That show's absolutely a masterpiece.
Oh, I love it. I've watched Korra.
If you love that, there's absolutely no way in hell you won't like Vox.
Yeah.
It's not possible.
So. It has the same DNA. It has, like, a lot of the writers are, like, some of the writers from Borderlands 2 are on there. Yeah.
Hey, Preston.
Believe it or not, I have not really watched anime, so.
I know how to fix that problem, too.
Well, I've tried.
No. See, you're not following. I know how to fix that problem, too.
We make him watch Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Exactly. Preston, I hate to interrupt you, but
I like Spirited Away.
Do get exhausted here in about an hour and a half.
Yes.
And it's like my limit. So can we go to the next one?
Yeah.
Please.
Who has the best beard in the night shift?
Who has the what?
Best beard in the night shift.
I don't fucking know.
This is for everyone.
Me.
OG weird beard.
OG weird beard. I'll translate that for everybody.
Weird beard. I was picking up what he's putting down.
I've never seen that. Wouldn't know.
Last question. And I think this is mainly targeted towards Notable and myself, because maybe you guys too. What's your team in Marvel vs. Capcom, and who wants to catch these hands?
What's your team in Marvel vs. Capcom? Oh
Yeah.
fuck, I don't remember anymore. It was Cap, Akuma, and it was Cap, Akuma, and somebody else. God, I can't remember who the other one was anymore. I'd have to look up the roster.
Here's the thing: I'm a casual when it comes to Marvel vs. Capcom, so I'll play Strider, I'll play Magneto, and I'll play Tron Bonne. That's really it.
Can we talk DC? Can we talk DC comics or Star Wars or
Star Wars?
Oh, we can talk Star Wars.
I'll talk Star Wars for hours. Go on.
You and me both.
Hit me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll save that for another episode. We'll save that. We'll do a notable Star Wars episode. Heck yeah.
I mean, we're doing.
Notable. If you look behind me, the only decorations I have is Star Wars.
I see that.
That's it.
You big
And
Star
they're
Wars
all
nerd
the-
then, like super nerd.
Oh yeah,
And
super nerd.
And the night shift.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Fuck
and the
yeah.
night shift.
So you understand that the last 3 movies were absolute trash.
Oh god, they were terrible. Like
Thank God.
it made me love the prequels.
Right? I like
Yeah.
the prequels though. I always liked the prequels as a kid. Too.
I like Clone Wars and Sith. Phantom Menace is okay.
Attack of the Clones is garbage.
But the thing is, though, is that the movies aren't even the movies aren't the catch-all. The cartoons were 100%
Yeah.
the reason why we watch Star Wars.
Yeah.
The cartoon Clone Wars were great. So I went and saw. So back in 91, 92, they re-released the original trilogy in theaters with the new THX sound and updated graphics.
They just re-released them again.
I know.
Prequels.
I'm about to go see. I'm about to go see Revenge of the Sith next week.
So that was my intro to Star Wars. My dad took me to see all 3 of them, and it snowballed from there. I've got books down in the bedroom. I've got those.
Do you have the Timothy Zahn books?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I've got
Ryu. That's who it was. It was Ryu. Go ahead.
I just bought another one, and I can't remember the name of it because I haven't started it yet. But it's down there. We went to Barnes and Nobles, and I saw it, and I picked it up, and I can't remember which one it was. It looked cool. But no, yeah, they're pretty good. Most of them aren't canon, so it's just a bunch of.
That's kind of why I never
just a bunch of fan shit.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, Star Wars is my jam. Clone Wars cartoon was good. I liked Rebels. Rebels was another good one.
I'm currently watching Rebels again.
I didn't get into that Rise of the Resistance, whatever that cartoon was.
It's fine.
I didn't get into it.
I watched both
It's
seasons.
okay.
I watched both seasons. It's not worth it.
Rise?
My 3-year-old watches the Disney Junior Jedis.
Young Jedi Adventures.
Yep, and I sit there and watch it with her.
Is it any good?
It's good. It's good. It's a Disney Junior show. It's not like it's this amazing.
No, I get it.
Production. But I mean, it's good. It's good.
I figured.
Halen's
Gas, don't fall asleep.
Halen's points out in the chat, and I've seen this. It's not just a video on YouTube. It's from the Mandalorian Season 1 behind the scenes roundtables on Disney Plus. Dave Filoni does a really good job explaining the story arcs from episodes 1 through 6, which recontextualizes the prequels, which made me appreciate them a lot more. I can appreciate the broad story arc of the prequels going into the original trilogy, but still say that the filmmaking and the 1 and 2 were not the most well-crafted films. Revolutionary in a lot of ways, just not the writing, the dialogue's just not fully there. I will say,
Phantom Menace. You talking about the prequels, or you talking about the ones in the 70s?
The prequels.
No, the prequels.
Okay.
The prequels.
So I think my biggest issue with the prequel is they tried to go back and do something they didn't do with Luke, and they gave us that origin for Anakin of where he came from, how he, and all that. And we got Luke as a teenager. So we didn't get to see Farmer Luke and what he was like as a kid, and that kind of thing. So, Phantom Menace is fine. It's just it's a racing movie. It's not I don't know.
I think in all reality, we should wait for this for another podcast episode. Because I think
because I'll keep going.
This for like 3 hours.
I'll keep going.
I mean, I'm recording the Star Wars episode for May the 4th for my podcast in 2 weeks. So if anyone wants to be on it, I will add in more people.
I mean, totally don't want to do that. What?
Notable.
I mean, I'll come.
We're
hang out and chat.
Dude, all you gotta do is ask me.
I know. We're pre-recording this one too, so it's not going to be on a Wednesday. So we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
I am to end that Star Wars conversation, though. I am waiting for something to bridge the gap of kid Luke to teenage Luke, like cartoon show or something. I'd like to see that.
Like,
yeah,
we need it.
I'd love that bridge. That bridge doesn't exist, and I'd love to see.
Because that's the thing is, we get
didn't really get to watch
Luke
Leia much either.
No, you didn't. You didn't get to see her upbringing and in the capital.
Like, what was that show? The Obi-Wan show. That was the closest thing you had to see as any kind of upbringing for the two children in the period.
Yeah, that's really it, and it was good.
I
felt like it could be better.
Oh yeah, but I mean, Hayden Christensen, you and me are old.
But we did get we finally got the Obi-Wan Vader fight scene that
never happened.
Dreamed of.
That we deserve.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
instead of this old man doing this,
it's still my favorite though. But it's like with the Mandalorian, we got to see post Jedi,
right?
Luke, right after when he was at his strongest.
That was one of the I can't my brain still can't fucking fathom.
Like I teared up.
It was
when
so
that
fucking
happened.
Cool.
Like I teared up. Like it was pure joy. My wife looked at me.
Okay, we need to stop this. We need to do
what's going on?
We'll save Star Wars. We'll save Star Wars talk for sometime in the next few weeks.
We need to do that some other day, Panic.
Last question.
Yeah, definitely.
Last question. And I don't need to answer this one because mine already came true for this one. What game do you want to see a good movie made of the most?
Zelda.
Yeah. 100%
Zelda.
And they're in the process of making one right now, so fingers crossed.
Yeah, I have really high hopes. Zelda. Actually, if it's not Zelda, though, very much a runner-up, because Zelda's my favorite franchise of all time. Halo. For the love of God, just put the fucking books and the games into a movie. It's not that hard. It's all there. It's all literally in black and white. Put it on the screen.
Just do Fall of Reach as a movie. Just do Fall of Reach as a movie.
Fucking so
I want a Stardew Valley movie.
I think
and I want Bobby Lee to be the main character.
Bobby Lee is the farmer?
Yes. Bobby Lee is the farmer in the Stardew Valley movie.
I think Red Dead.
Ooh, Red Dead. I think
there is a
Red Dead would be a really good film.
And Henry Cavill has been confirmed.
Yeah, we talked about this a few weeks
ago.
Wait,
there's a Red Dead movie?
It's been in production hell for a decade.
Oh, it's
it's not happening, but it's there.
Henry Cavill's been attached to it. It's in production hell. Maybe it'll happen. The same thing happened to Borderlands 10 years ago when we got a crap movie. So
I just said this to some. I can't remember who the fuck it was. If they listened to it was Skippy. If they listen to Cavill on the game for the movie or the TV show or whatever else it is, they'll have a really good production. It'll be a great show. Look at The Witcher. The first 3 seasons were the first season was amazing. Second one was okay. Third one kind of started the taper, but they stopped listening to Cavill.
So I didn't finish the second season. Like you said, first season was great. Second season was fine.
Okay. Yeah. But the third season's not worth it.
Cavill was also, this is just nerdy things. Cavill was not just even pulling from the game. He was pulling from the original books too on his inspiration.
I know he was. That's why I was so irritated that they wouldn't fucking listen to the guy.
Yeah.
Well, that's also why Cavill was arguably the second best Superman to don the suit and cape.
It's 100% why.
nobody beats Christopher Reeves, but
no one can beat Reeves.
That's my personal opinion.
You're 100% right.
For live action,
he was crafted to be the live action version of superheroes for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For live action, no one will ever beat Christopher Reeves as Superman. Interesting to see how Corn Sweat does in the James Gunn one.
He's got the look.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. He's got the look. I'm iffy on Gunn's version right now. I have high hopes.
I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy did absolutely fantastic, but I don't know if Superman would play well in the Guardians of the Galaxy mindset, if that makes sense. And I feel like Gunn's going to try to do that.
The biggest thing is DC gets shit on because of their DC like they've been terrible.
Yeah,
outside of Tim Burton's Batman.
Oh my God! You said Tim Burton's Batman. You didn't say the piece of shit fucking things that came out later.
Fuck no!
Tim Burton Batman, it's so good. Tim Burton's Batman were so good. They were so terrible. They were such a terrible fucking films, but they were so much fun to watch.
Michael Keaton is my Batman. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. 100%.
I mean, I'm a Kevin Conroy
Tim Burton's
guy.
Batman was the last. So between Christopher Reeve's Superman and Tim Burton's Batman with Michael Keaton, those are the only two real good DC movies we got. And Tim Burton's Batman was not great, but
no, they weren't supposed to be though. They were supposed to be entertaining.
They were supposed to be comic book. They were supposed to be
entertaining.
Gimmicky.
Yeah, that was the whole point.
For James Gunn, Superman, the thing that gives me hope is that they released the first scene, the opening scene, in its
Wait, why did we
entirety.
turn off the podcast? I've been talking for 4 hours.
Because we have a limited cap of hours on our podcast
I
service.
know. But
all of this content is still being recorded. I'm just using it for if there's a week where we can't do it. All of the Q&A sections are getting spliced together for bonus episodes.
Oh,
yeah, for
bonus episodes.
But I mean, so I'm excited. I'm going to go see it. So Superman is my favorite comic book character of all time, for me personally. But my first comic book entrance was Superman and Christopher Reeves. That was the first comic book movie I saw. That was, so it was kind of left that impression. And then, growing up, we had Smallville, which was a great series. It's about the only good CW series outside of Arrow.
Yeah, agreed.
Arrow, I think, was probably the better series. Smallville was
the more iconic.
Kind of that. Well, it wasn't even that. It was the door opener. Like it was fair. Hey, we're doing this, and we could do it with more shows. And then they just kind of went a little dumb on it.
Our watch simulator, the movie Unicorn. What the fuck?
Yeah,
I would watch it.
Overcooked Freddy versus Jason.
I'm okay with that too. That'd be fucking hilarious watching them try to make shit.
Yeah, I think. Let me refresh the page one more time. I think that's all the questions we got from the text line.
The Halo TV show was absolutely meh. It was absolutely fucking meh because the actor wanted his face to be on screen, and it.
No.
Yeah.
What about Master Chief having sex with an alien?
Man left behind. Thank you.
I don't care if you guys haven't seen it or not. Anybody in chat, doesn't make a difference to me. The show is not worth your time. The fact that Chief died and Cortana took his fucking body was the stupidest fucking thing I have ever seen in any fantasy anything ever.
We have to. One thing I have to address is the fact that Baca threw out Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman.
So fair.
With Dean Cain.
So fair.
That was the most soap opera version of Superman ever, and I've seen every season.
That's a guilty pleasure Superman show for me.
Oh, it's so good and bad at the same time.
It's such a guilty pleasure show. Yeah.
Look, I have to address this. Left Behind,
but I hate Superman.
Left Behind. Thank you so much for the 500 biddies. Best Joker.
Oh,
is going to be.
It's Mark Hamill.
Best Joker's Jack.
No, it's Mark Hamill.
Well, Jack.
Well, are we going animated voice or are we going live action?
Well, Mark Hamill's also played the Joker live action too now. It was one of the last things he did live action. He's done a live action. He's done a live action Joker. He's done a live action Trickster. All of it was for the CW, but he was the only good part of those episodes.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
Did he do a live action Joker?
Yeah. An old live action Joker, and he's done the Trickster and the Toymaker. All of those.
I knew the Trickster and the Toymaker. I did not know. That
so I actually have 3 Jokers. I have Jack for the campy.
Yeah.
Just the campy Joker, what you saw. Heath, as far as just outright, living the role.
Like method actor.
Yeah, pure method. And then Mark
Absolutely.
is probably as far as voice actor, it's always been Mark Hamill.
Hold on.
That's the one thing is that the kids today, I hear a lot of people complain about Mark Hamill's Joker from the voice perspective. Like, it's kind of like when everybody complains about, fuck me, I can't remember his name.
Troy Baker?
90s anime. Huh?
No, 90s anime,
Batman. Not 90s anime. Animated Batman. I can't remember his name.
Kevin Conroy.
Conroy.
Kevin Conroy is everybody's Batman. I don't care what everybody says. You can have a favorite Batman in a movie, but when you say the name Batman, you hear Kevin Conroy.
The fact he actually got to play live action Batman in the
he did one time.
It was Batgirl series.
Nope,
he did one time.
It was not just Batgirl. It was the entire. They did one of the multiverse comics for the CW show.
Yeah. It
I'm
was
irritated.
Crisis. They did Crisis.
I'm irritated that they never bothered to do the Batman Beyond series and let him be it.
Dude, no.
I know.
Do you want to hear the crazy part? Dude, the Spider-Verse team was supposed to do a Batman Beyond movie in the same art style, and Kevin Conroy was going to play Bruce again.
Why would you tell me that? He's dead.
Well, they also canceled that movie.
Oh, they canceled it?
They straight up.
Batgirl. The Batgirl movie.
No.
That's
Batman.
right.
No, Batman Beyond was getting its own animated movie from the Spider-Verse studio, and it got canceled.
Oh,
and
I didn't hear that.
And Kevin Conroy was the #1 person projected to play.
But I want to see him. I wanted to see him play. I wanted to see him play old Bruce.
That's fair. Well, the version
with Batman Beyond.
The version of Bruce.
His name.
What's Will Friedle as young Terry?
Terry. Yeah, that was his name.
Well,
Terry McGinnis.
So, anyways, we could keep going on all this shit.
Yeah,
that'll be for another night.
Well, and then Crow just threw out Tim Curry almost being the Joker, and that would have been the worst mistake ever.
So true.
I mean, great Pennywise. 100% great Pennywise.
No. He's not talking about it. He's not talking about a live action.
He's talking about voice.
Tim Curry actually they denied him. They didn't let him be it. He wasn't allowed to because in the voice acting booth they told him he was too sinister and might be too scary for children.
Yeah,
it's because he played fucking Pennywise. That's why I hate clowns.
His fucking voice.
No, he was supposed to. Yeah, he was supposed to play the Joker in the animated series before Mark Hamill.
Yeah,
he was casted for it.
Yeah, he was casted.
I agree with the whole. I watched it when I was like 5-6 years old when it came on TV for that special.
Yep, my mom let me stay up and watch it.
Dude,
like a terrible
my grandmother
let me stay up. Sorry, Gav. What'd you say?
I'm still so like I hate.
I never
clowns.
had a problem with clowns.
Here's
still
the thing.
to this day.
I have one last thing to say, and then we should end this. But I want to read something Unicorn said in chat. And this question: what Liam Neeson movie do you think they should make into a video game? My vote is Love Actually.
Love Actually.
I would play it.
There was another one I saw that somebody said The Naked Gun. That would have been a great game.
That would have been a great game.
I agree with that.
I fucking love The Naked Gun.
Well, I think we got to call it there.
Yeah. Yeah. Naked Gun is. Oh man.
Another great actor that had to kick the bucket way too early.
I know.
Don't get me started because the Naked Gun reboot is coming out, and the trailer dropped for it. And I'm not going to talk about it right now.
Is that real?
It's real. Liam Neeson's in it. They just dropped the trailer like a week ago.
They really did it?
They really did it.
Oh, God, I don't know if I'm okay with that.
I'm not okay with it. But we can't. We can talk about that a different time.
Anyways,
here's my question.
Episode.
Once again, thank you so much for understanding about a delayed episode until next week. But if you enjoyed listening to this bonus Q&A, you can always listen to it live every Wednesday starting at 9:30 EST for the podcast. Following that will be all the Q&As. But if you like this and you've already downloaded, give us 5 stars. But also remember to download, especially if you're on Apple Podcasts. Download the podcast. I'm going to say one more time. Download the podcast. We also got merch. You can find it in the description. And thank you so much. We'll see you later.
Blues, so we fire up the stream. 2 dads raising hell, chasing whiskey dreams. Soap suds spilling like some midnight truth. Talking live from the tub, don't need no booth. 2 dads, 1 tub.